Go.
Hey everyone, Tony from the Dirt Dogs. We're here in, well, normally beautiful Wyndham, Maine. However, it's cloudy and drizzly and everything like that. So, what we have for you today, first of a few different videos, is just kind of a overall video on different machines that we use, different tools that we use. We're going to break it up and try to stay within 10 to 15 minutes for each video. That way it's easy to digest, it's quick, you're not going to spend a lot of time having to watch it. We'll try to cover like the main basic stuff, that way you can get your machine and get out and get digging. Or really as it is, dirt fishing, okay? So the first thing we're going to go over is the Garrett 200. Garrett metal detectors, you might know them, you might see them in the airport or courthouses. Garrett makes metal detectors for all forms of life, whether it's military, law enforcement, or just treasure seekers or history hunters like we try to be. The Garrett ACE line has 3 in the series, 2, 3, 400. A few years back they did have like the 250, 350, stuff like that, but now I think they just streamlined it down to the 2, 3, and 4. There's also the ATs and the Maxes and all that, but we're just focusing on kind of starting out the basic ones to get into. After we kind of go over a couple things, we'll kind of mention where you can find them, where you can get them, more info. With that, I'll introduce you to Carl, part of the Dirt Dogs. He's going to go over his Garrett 200 and some of the features, and then what we'll do is we have, you don't see it probably, but we have several items on the ground that he's going to go over. That way he can kind of tell you what the numbers are, what to be looking for, what it's going to sound like. That way, hopefully, when you get started and you get out in the field and you hear the same things, see the same numbers, you might have the idea of what it could be. So with that being said, here's Carl.
Afternoon, y'all. All right, look, this is the Garrett ACE 200. It's a very basic model. There's no real bells and whistles with it. It's pretty much down to earth. It has 3 discrimination modes on it. It has a sensitivity adjustment, and it gives you a depth indication on it, 6 inches plus. Okay, so we turn it on. Just have to tap this button, and you're ready to go. You can run 0 discrimination, and we'll show you the difference here. There's a screw right down there, just down to the left of the coil. Okay, there you go. It rings in at about a 5 to 7. Right here. Okay. And it even says 4 inches plus, and I'm only at 3/4 sensitivity. If I go to full sensitivity, doesn't affect it. But hear that low tone? That's just an iron. Now if I adjust my mode, nothing. So if you're looking for iron and old relics, like old iron relics and stuff, your mode discrimination plays a lot into it and stuff. So sometimes you'll get a hit on an old nail when you're looking for coins, and you're not going to get that low tone to know that it's an iron. Play with your mode discriminations and stuff so you understand what it is. I'll usually do that sometimes too. So we come over here to like a stainless steel screw. There. Same thing, about 15. See how it's jumping around back and forth? That's why I know it's an iron. Same as this. Okay? And as soon as I adjust to my jewelry, nothing. So you won't even get anything in the woods, in the in your search area. Come over here, we got some small nails. Same thing. Nothing. I'm on jewelry mode right now. I'm getting numbers, but I'm not getting any indication that there's anything there. So it's jumping back and forth, but you're not getting any kind of acknowledgement or recognition that it's there. Same thing in coins. There you go. There's that low tone. Okay? This is about a 6.5 by 9 inch coil. It's submersible. Usually you want to use it in fresh water, sand, but dry sand. Don't go to the beach with it and stuff and think you're going to go find stuff in, the ocean right where the tide line is and stuff because of the mineralization. Now, if you continue on over, I have a penny. Just a nice Lincoln Memorial. Nothing fancy about it. Something you'd find every day in your change, drawer or pocket. But I get a nice high tone and I get a steady number, an 81. Okay, I've had people ask me, well, it registered up as 81. Mine usually gets this and this. This operates at a 6.5, 6.5 kilohertz. Okay, your coils, your different Garrett models, your Mind Labs, Garrett's, they operate on different frequencies. Okay, make sure you know what your frequency is. Okay, so you understand how far or how deep you can go, and the discriminations and the recognitions of them. This is a modern, so it's a copper zinc, and it's a steady 81. Hear that nice tone? That means you got something. You get that a lot with like old nails too. Now here is a nickel. Right there. Okay? Now, if you come over here and look, you can see with it, I get 38, 35. Okay? See how it goes? It jumps around. But you get something every time. And it's usually in the 40s. High 30s, 40s. Right there. Now you come down here, this is a dime. Hear that real high tone? There you go. And it registers this as an 83. 84, 85. Okay, same as the penny. So sometimes you're going to get close readings and recognitions out of different objects. But hey, if you get a good hit, dig it. Okay? And hear how it jumps. Hear that popping sound? You don't get a solid tone. Okay? Now watch my coil. Here it goes real crazy. 2. Okay? That's where it is in the positions on your coil. So where it is in relation to your coil is where it's going to sound different. It'll sound off, but the patterns will be different. You got to listen for those tones. Here's a quarter. Same thing. I got an 87, 88. Right here. Hear them? See it? Nice solid signal. But see how it changes when it gets on my coil difference? One tone. And hear how it jumps around? So, in relation to your coil is how it's going to read. Here's a slug. Just a 12 gauge slug. Lead slug. And look at what it reads up as. 81, 82. Same as your penny. Okay? And here's a medallion. Just something or a token. And this is an 87. Remember, look at my right there. See that? And the depth. We'll get into the depths and how far each coil or how far down each machine goes. This was just how it works. The sensitivity levels will be different, and that'll be coming in with depth. I just wanted to do your basic, discrimination, coins, and jewelry. That's all it was. Just a very basic look at a machine that's a really good beginning machine for an adult, for a kid. You can take it out in your woods, a field, a freshwater beach, dry sand. You can submerge the coil in fresh water and detect with it. Just don't put the actual box in the water. You do that, you're going to lose the machine. It's not fully submersible. Okay? Pretty much the ACE series, the 200, the 300, the 400, they're all non-submersible, but they all have different They all have different properties and applications for them. Okay? This is Carl.
Carl,
Tony.
where can the good people of YouTube land find such a machine as this?
You can go to kellyco.com. You can call them, or you can even go to Dig That Beep. You can look them up online. You can look them up on YouTube. A good group of guys. They'll help you get your machines and answer your questions. They carry the detectors. They carry the pinpointers. Probably your digging material, your digging tools as well. Okay, check them out.
Get yourself a machine and get out there and start fishing from the dirt dogs.